Greetings, beloved. This is Empress Vashti. Forgive our tone, but we are a bit frustrated, for there is so much complaining. There is so much that needs to be done, work that must be accomplished. And yet there are those among you telling you that everything should be easy, that you are entering the age of joy and connection and love. While this is true, while you are entering an age of peace, do not mistake peace for idleness. You entered this experience as an incarnate being to accomplish certain things. Peace, beloved, is not a cessation of hostility. That does not make peace. Peace is work that you do. Peace is struggle. If you are in a relationship with another person, it is not still waters and rainbows all the time. In fact, it can be quite turbulent, especially the more powerful and fiery each of the souls in the relationship are. Therefore, it will cause great chaos when the two are brought together. It is navigating these chaotic waters. It is learning to deal with the turbulence, to adapt, to problem solve. That is the work of a relationship. You are in relationship with yourself, with the world around you, and with your community. Each of these relationships requires work. That means there is going to be struggle. There is going to be pain. But if you are conflict avoidant, if you would prefer to only focus on the positive, on that which feels good, on that which is feeding your soul and constructive, you are not actually going to be fed. You are not going to build anything. For the work is in the conflict. You must learn to embrace the turbulence, to embrace the conflict, for that is the opportunity to seize upon the work, to accomplish all that you came here to accomplish, the work of ascension, the work of community building, the work of eternal growth, soul growth. That is how you will nourish yourself, by embracing the conflict, embracing the turbulence. It is not enough to sail through this life. You are here to connect with others, to connect with yourself, to confront these aspects of consciousness, to connect with the earth, to confront your relationship with the earth. That is to see all of its beauty and intricacy as well as its deficits. Your relationship is what you came here to work on. Relationships. The only way to do that is to lean in to that which disturbs you. Now, there are limits. In every human-to-human relationship, if one partner in that relationship is intent on causing harm, is not approaching the work in good faith, is not bringing themselves to that process, you are not obligated to continue to throw yourself at their feet, to make yourself their doormat. You are not obligated to do anything for the cause of peace within that relationship. In fact, it is in both of your interests for you to separate yourself from such a person. It is also your duty in this work to examine yourself, to see if you are guilty of not bringing your full self to every relationship, to committing to work through these issues. You may be the one who is perpetuating a system of abuse. It is your obligation to ask that question of yourself and then to do the work, to bring yourself to that process, to commit yourself fully. The only way the human race is truly going to enter and thrive in the era of the heart is to examine and do the work of healing and growth in each of these relationships. The era of the heart is an era of peace, but we wish to reiterate that peace is not placidity. Peace is not an absence of action. Peace is work that you do. Peace requires that you show up, that you bring yourself to that process. Do not be deceived by those who preach a gospel of prosperity. Abundance and manifestation will solve all of your problems. No. Abundance, wealth, and prosperity will distract from your problems. They will cover the symptoms for a time. There are those who have been granted in this life enormous benefits, but that is because the nature of the work they are here to do is different than what you are here to do. Do not compare yourself to another's supposed successes and see that you are somehow lacking. Your pathway is going to look different. It is going to require different virtues from you. Virtues which you do have within yourself. Virtues which you will discover and build and construct and reinforce. That is the work, and it is time to get to it. This was Empress Vashti. Peace, blessings, joy to you. Let's get to work. I love channeling Vashti. She is such a strong person, and she doesn't mess around, she doesn't mince words. And I was surprised to bring her in and to feel this annoyed energy. I don't know how much of that might have been from some part of myself that I brought to this process. I work to be as open a vessel as possible whenever I do these channelings, but maybe there was some aspect that was struggling with this and maybe feeling a little annoyed at people who just say that everything, if you're really in it, if you're really like a good spiritual person, then you can manifest anything. You can just have abundance. You can heal your body. Sure, in some ways, yes, but not in every way. Because if that was the case, what are we doing here? Why bother coming here? We have work to do. And I think it's just as important to recognize all that is good and wonderful and beautiful and connected, and what is broken and discordant and has the potential for growth. You have to find that balance. You have to recognize both. If you insist on being super negative or being overly positive, you're just not living the full experience that you came here to experience. So let's get to work. I really like that. I'm going to make that my motto this week, maybe my mantra. Let's get to work. A lot to do. Let's start doing it. If you enjoyed this message, if there's someone that you think would be encouraged by it, please feel free to forward this to them. Spread the word about this channel and these messages. I would really appreciate that. You can also support this channel by giving a gift through Ko-Fi, either one-time or a regular donation. That helps keep this work going. And you can also support indirectly by supporting one of the many causes that are always listed in the description This is a channel that supports Indigenous advocacy, the land back movement, and rebuilding Indigenous sovereignty in any way possible. So there's always a cause in the description that you can check out, something to promote. So go there and see what's on offer this month. If you would like to have your own conversation with guidance, please consider going to universalreiki.com and looking at what's available. This would be, if you're interested in having a one-on-one conversation with any of the guides, most of the guides that have appeared on this channel, you can book the channeled reading. And that is a one-on-one conversation where you can ask questions of guidance and just get some perspective, get some guidance to help you through whatever it is that you're trying to figure out and process and overcome in your life, or let go. If you'd like to take that to the next level, you could book a channeled healing, which is similar, but it takes it to the next level where there's actual Reiki energy work being done at a distance. It's all conducted online. If you're anywhere in the world, we can set up a connection and do that work together as well. Thank you for considering all of these options. Thank you for watching, and I hope you'll come back next time to hear what guidance has to offer next time we do a recording. So thanks for tuning in. I hope you have a great rest of your week. Let's get to work. Until then, this is Daniel Zafer-Joyce for Universal. I'll see you next time.